皆さんこんにちは。ゆっくりレ夢ムです。
マリサだぜ。
キングズバウンティーに、4回目よ。
前回は難民キャンプを救うメインクエストを進めていたんだったな。
なんとか戦闘せずに話をまとめることに成功したわね。そして次は難民キャンプのためにゲリックと話をしに行かなければならないわ。
お使いのためのお使い、これが RPG の洗礼だな。
Your esteemed sister Mercia asked me to pay you a visit.
Right, Mercia. She never rests, does she? Is she out helping the poor again? Does she need more of my grain to feed another regiment of freeloaders?
If you don't believe in charity, please, name your price.
Yes, all right. I was just making conversation. No need to bring prices into it. I'm happy to help, Mercia. I'll send grain and some ham for good measure. However...
Pray continue, sir.
However, the village has to endorse the decision first. We're a community here. What are people going to say if I just start giving away our grain?
I don't know that I can get every single person in the village to agree.
No, it's not that complicated. Get the village elder, the healer, and the blacksmith to agree. No one will defy their authority.
あら、代わりに何か頼まれるかと思ったけど、
意外だな。これは話が早く進むか？
For people whom fickle Lady Fate has turned into starving outcasts.
I heard about them. What I heard is they're over in Mercia's place, carousing and singing songs. Of course, it would be charitable to help the poor souls.
Does this mean you approve?
But it wouldn't be right for me to make such an important decision alone. We're a community after all. What does our dear blacksmith Komos think?
Huh.
嫌な予感がしてきたわ。
I'm here to ask your consent to sending a shipment of grain to some starving refugees.
Yes, I heard something about these unfortunates. I don't oppose helping them, but what are the others in Rickville going to say?
Oh.
ますます嫌な予感ね。誰一人自分で決めようとしないじゃないか。頼むぞアグラヤ、ちゃんと話を決めてくれ。
Are you Aglaya, the village healer? I come to you on an important mission.
Interesting. What's this all about then?
I've come from Garrick. He wants to withdraw grain and other provisions from the village stores for the Mage Factory refugees.
I'm sure his sister Mercia is behind this. She's such a kind-hearted girl. This is her idea, right? Since you enjoy doing good deeds, can you do something for us this time?
What is it you
だ
want?
あ、恒例のお使いだあ。どうせ危険な場所に派遣されるに決まってるぜ。
flowers from the Pelian marshes. There, beyond the hills. They're called ghost lilies. All these undead roaming about
死者がいるのにそんなに難しいことじゃないって。一体どんな修羅場をくぐり抜けてきたのこの人は。
Awful. But in the right preparation, ghost lilies will protect you from all that. Do this for me, and those delightful refugees can have as much as they need.
Why haven't you done it yourself? You're the village healer.
I told you. There are too many undead staggering around. I'm a healer, not a warrior.
伝言ゲームの果てに結局危険な場所へのお使いってわけね。エリザじゃないけどうんざりだわ。
まあ、RPG でありがちな展開だよな。
さて目的地までやってきました。
やはり骸骨たちがお出迎えですな。
対等な敵ね。もう貧弱な敵は見られないのかしら？そんなに危険なスキルを持っている敵はいないみたいね。
だな、堅実に立ち回れば倒せるはずだ。 忘れないうちに魔法で遠距離ユニットを削ったな。
もう魔法はラウンドの初めに使っちゃう方がいいかも。今気づいたけど、狙えない位置にいる敵には目のアイコンが出てるのよね。
ああ、説明がないから気づきにくいかもしれないけどな。
とりあえず反撃と遠距離攻撃だけで一部隊撃破ね。
このままの調子でいければいいが。
これで遠距離ユニット撃破ね。
あとは待ち伏せで十分倒せそうだな。
楽勝だったわね。
これはイージー卒業待ったなしだな。
どうしようかしら。あとはゴーストリリーを集めるだけね。これで OK。
さっさと帰ってお願いを聞いてもらおうぜ。
持ってきたわよ。
Oh, I can smell the ghost lilies. Did you bring enough?
Yes, I think so. But I breathed in so much swamp gas, I'm not certain about anything anymore.
That's all right. It'll wear off. And for problems that don't wear off so easily, I have something left from my days in the capital and a few other things I made myself. I hope they'll be useful for you.
The starving refugees need the village's help. All you need to do is grant your approval.
Yes, why not do a good deed? I approve. Let everybody know it.
そして再び伝言ゲームが始まるわけね。もう慣れろ。
Aglaya approves of sending the grain. I'd like to know what you have to say.
Well, yes, of course. I'll always support a kind deed.
I'm advocating for the people who fled the Mage Factory.
As if we don't have enough problems of our own.
Garrick, the healer, and the blacksmith have all voiced their support for shipping grain to the refugees.
Have they now? All in favor, are they? Well, I guess I am too. Let's feed these unfortunates. Cost be damned. Tell Garrick to load up the cart.
もう全員集めて話をしろ。
You've got some fine folk in your village. No one said no.
See? There are no bad people in our village. We'll get those refugees fed after all. Soon their bellies will be bloated with wholesome food instead of malnutrition. We don't need a cart. I made arrangements with a trusted contact outside Marcella. I'll send him a message and he'll get the victuals to you in due course. Meanwhile, let's talk about how the refugees are gonna repay us.
So your assistance wasn't charity after all.
Order is order. Let them fix our mill, and Kamos can always use some extra hammering at his smithy. That way they won't be parasites, but working people just like us.
ゲリックさんはなかなかやり手の農家さんみたいね。
そうだな。しっかり見返りも考えてたわけだ。
Mr. Garrick sends words of brotherly sympathy. Has the food shipment arrived yet?
Yes, we have plenty of food now. I cannot even fathom how to properly thank you for your help. Luckily, my little Willie came to my aid.
Willie? What a great name. I can't wait to see what he's prepared for me.
The other day, Willie was digging for worms by the river when he chanced upon an ancient ring. After I washed away the dirt, it turned out to be quite a thing of beauty. Please accept it as a token of our gratitude. Oh, and the refugees discovered something interesting over across the fields. Would you mind taking a look?
さあこれで魔術工房の最悪について話が聞けるはずよ。
だいぶここまで長か
Marcia's
った
brother
な。
Garrick has offered to send bread and find you employment. What do you say?
It's time for me to go. There's no reason for me to stay here anymore.
You promised to tell me about the Montpetri disaster. Don't tell me you've forgotten.
Yes, I must tell you. It's just that my missus... But what do you care about her, right? Let's get straight to the meat of the matter. I'll tell you everything I saw myself and heard from others. But don't get your hopes up. I don't know who made it happen, nor why. Still, I can tell you about one of the culprits. Listen. The guards often let outsiders in for a fee. There were visitors that night, too. Ulogi knows what they were doing there, but it seems there was some kind of explosion. The way to the main gate was blocked. We were attacked by, I don't know, monsters. I never saw anything like them before. It was a massacre. Fortunately, I knew where to run. I managed to save myself and the others.
Thank you for telling me. But what can I do about it now?
Find Titus, a centurion from the Mage Factory. I'm sure that blackguard knows far more than I do. I know not who he answers to, nor who paid him. But when everyone bolted for the gates, neither Titus nor his guards were there. He left everyone behind to be torn apart. He knew what was going to happen, and fled. It's his fault.
Maybe he was merely frightened, like you were.
Yes, I ran. While my wife stayed there in the magic shop. She was on the night shift, you see, while I slept. I left her. Not a day, not an hour has passed that I do not think about her. But while we wandered, all these people needed my help. I couldn't leave them either. But now I'm going back to find her. And no quarantine will keep me away. Mark my words.
ノーマンさんの奥さん見つかるといいわね。
それもそうだが、タイタスって村にいた衛兵だよな。
また村に話を聞きに行かなければならないわね。タイタスどういうこと？
'Tis a pity that your words are so lacking in truth.
What do you mean?
Careful what you say now. I've heard the truth from the workers at the Mage Factory. You're captain of the guard at the Mage Factory. On the night of the disaster, you and your people fled. Answer me. Is that so?
Very well. You win. Let me unburden my conscience. 2 aristocrats came to the Mage Factory that night, their faces hidden under masks. They had a guest pass from BountyⅡ, the mage from the lab who's in charge of poisons. Then there was an explosion that made the ground shake. We're guards who know, not heroes. We ran so fast you'd think Ulogi was chasing us.
You didn't even see anything and you bolted anyway?
Of course I bolted. Do you have any idea what BountyⅡ is capable of? I do. One of my men once stepped in a colorful puddle near the laboratory. He and the man in the bunk next to him suffered a horrible death. 2 more lost their minds. And for what? For the good of Nostria and His Majesty? That night I heard cries from BountyⅡ's laboratory. An explosion and some shouts were enough for me. I ran and took my people with me. I ran as far as I could.
I need evidence to establish the guilt of the Mage BountyⅡ. Do you have any?
What do you think? Here it is, the guest letter, with his signature and his personal seal. Take it. Hang me or pardon me, your choice. I might be a coward, but our spears are of no use against poison.
そのパラティヌスってやつに話を聞かないといけないわね。
そうだな、これでメインストーリーも一息ついたってところだな。
というわけでメインストーリーのもう一つ、私たちを門のところで襲った奴を捕まえるクエストを進めていくわよ。
ここに来るまでの間にいくつかサブクエストをクリアして、レベルも上がっているぜ。
そして、ついに難易度をノーマルに変更したわ。
ノーマルの洗礼を受けなければいいんだがな。
You, stay where you are. The way is open to Knights of the Guard only.
I was sent by Counselor BountyⅡ himself. Answer me, guard. What is going on?
The Guard's job is to catch pickpockets and keep the road clear of loiterers. I am a Knight of the Royal Guard. A search is underway. We received word that some traitors are holed up here. The same villains who conspired to attack the Batil gates. No one was found in the house or yard. I'm waiting on one more squad to report. They went to investigate the cellar. Strangely, I've had no word from them for quite a while.
And you're just standing there? Make haste, they might be in trouble.
Well, since the King's Counselor sent you, you may pass. My orders from the Legate of the Royal Guard, Horus, are to stay here.
「衛兵よりまずは探索よ。
冒険者のたしなみだな。
何もなかったわ。
サブクエスト中の探索で結構色々拾ってるんだ。そのぐらい気にするな。
Soporific!
「いやー、これはだいぶ溜め込んでますなー。
けしからんですなー。
すべて王子の名のもとに徴収いたしましょう。」まあ、なんか色々書いてあるわね。
金以外に興味がないことがバレバレである。
かないわね。
あのぐらつきなら強引に行けそうな気もするけどな。
Let's go take a look around. What are you fiddling with? This cursed thing won't open. Just press harder. Not much.
あらー。
Papers. No. Ah! Come on. Come here, you bony bastard.
雑魚すぎる。
一人目が弓でやられたの見てたでしょうに。超貧弱？
これはレイムさん。
確実に進める順番を間違えてるわね。こっちのクエストが先だったわ。
正直見るべきところもないのでカット。
いやー、やってしまいましたな。
普通に考えて拠点に近い場所のクエストが難しいわけないんだよな。
先にサブクエストを進めてて、流れでメインも進めてたからね。親衛隊のフェロードってやつが怪しいみたいね。
最後のヘビってやつが黒幕か、そういう組織かってところだな。
ヘビとコジっていうコードネームのやつがいるみたいね。
今後はこいつらを探していく感じか。
そして周りのものを押収して戻ってきました。
押収っていうかこそ泥だけどな。
I'll finish searching the house. You, gather your company and pursue Tenebras. Quickly now before he escapes.
I go at once, Your Grace. We'll crush that bastard.
And you, guard. Did you not hear my order?
I did, dear Horace. But I don't serve you.
Tenebras. How are you here? What crooked business is this? Answer me, now!
Later, my friend, please. We are not alone.
We missed you, Mr. Horace.
The guard was busy looking for suspects. Most of all, I needed this one.
Tenebras, leader of the Dark Adepts. At your service.
すごく怪しいけど、
怪しすぎて逆に犯人じゃない気がするぜ。
The Adepts did not sanction your assassination, nor accept any contracts in your name. Yes, we followed you, but to kill you? What for? I assure you, if the Adepts desired your demise, we would never have wasted our energy on such a dubious scheme.
Is that your word for it? Scheme? Your assassins slaughtered everyone at the Batil gates.
Not just my assassins. They were brought through to the caves by people in guard uniforms. New uniforms, delivered to guard headquarters only the day before. They entered posing as an escort, and they knew the password. The password entrusted to you and your knights, Horace, and no one else.
Enough! If you knew all that, why didn't you intervene?
Because this time, dear Horace, you are not the only one who was deceived. By the darkness, if our spies knew what was going on.
You just weren't paid enough. Cordon off the area. Leave no stone unturned. Any evidence you discover must be sent to me immediately.
You found a thing or two in the basement, yes? If you want to uncover the person behind the assassination attempt, it would be prudent to pass this evidence over to us.
どっちに証拠を渡すか？
今の話から暗殺者も怪しいが、衛兵隊も裏に何かありそうって感じだったな。
Fresh pastries, hot and flaky.
まあ、ここは秩序ポイントが欲しいんで。
Do you know the man mentioned in the note, this Farad? Is that how it's pronounced?
I certainly do know this jackal. He's a stain on the honor of the guard. Just this morning, I gave him leave to attend to some family matters. He was supposed to be traveling to Castle Rock. As soon as we're done here, I'll go after the miscreant and commit him to trial.
No. It is a matter of honor that I unravel this web of deceit myself. I will bring in Farad.
Yes. What you're saying is reasonable. I'll write a warrant for the arrest of Farad. Act in my name, please. But I must warn you, many of the knights of Castle Irock swore allegiance to Farad, and not the crown. Be prepared for a melee.
記録上はサブクエスト中に行ったことがあるわ。ファストトラベルで飛べるわね。
先にファストトラベルを埋めておくと、クエストがサクサク進められて便利だよな。
そうなのよ。私オープンワールドでは先にいろんなところ回って、ファストトラベル埋めるの好きなのよね。さて、ちょっと準備をしまして。
Unexpected visitors are not welcome at Castle Irock. Leave at once.
Lord Horace, captain of the Royal Guard, has personally authorized me to arrest your master.
From Horace, you say? Very well. I have no choice but to let you in.
門は開くけどどいてはくれないのね。
What are you waiting for? Come at me! Stay down, you wimp! Have you learned your lesson? Oh. Get out!
Who are you? How did you get in here?
Your accomplices, and I'm guessing friends, made an attempt on my life at the Patil Gates. Tell me at once who was behind it.
The insolence. I know nothing of the attempt on your life, and I cannot let such an insult slide.
Enough of your lies. I'll put you in irons and bring you straight to Prince Adrian. He'll know what to do with you.
Since when do my allies let brazen madmen into my ancestral fort? What are you staring at, you buffoons? Get this scum out of here this instant. If they persist in trying to enter the castle, kill them on the spot.
Your wickedness is without limit. You've deceived everyone around you.
Be that as it may, I won't set foot outside my castle. As for you, you'll be sent flying like a whipped dog.
I am arresting you in the name of the king.
We swore fealty to the crown, not only to you.
You'll pay for this. You'll all pay. I swear it.
あらー、強力な敵？
超貧弱から大幅パワーアップだな。
でも、こっちには味方部隊が一つついてるみたいね。まあ、なんとかなるでしょ。
さあ、ノーマルの洗礼を受けてしまうのか。霊夢の実質ノーマル初戦開始だな。
相手に旧兵が2つあるのが厄介ね。どこにいても狙われる感じだわ。
早めに潰したいところだが、相手は近接部隊も強力だな。
味方部隊がいきなり挑発されてる。
難易度が上がると状態異常を付与してくることが多くなるらしい。状態異常を直す手段をこの先用意しなければ厳しいかもな。
まずは光の精霊の魔法で遠距離部隊を削っていくわ。うわぁ、すごい威力。
相手のクロスボウ兵はこちらの旧兵より高いレベルのユニットだ。 攻撃力も段違いだぜ。
光の精霊を回復してなんとかしのぎたいわね。もう炎の光線じゃあまり削れなくなってきたわね。
そうだな、そろそろ新しい魔法を使った戦術が必要かもな。
まさか支配領域2つを超えて旧兵を狙ってくるとは。
確かに意外な一手だが、こちらの旧兵は大打撃だ。早く仕留めないと被害が広がるぞ。
わかってるわよ。じゃあ旧兵が
相手の攻撃魔法か。これはやられたな。
自分で使う分には便利だけど、相手に使われるとすごく嫌だわ。
そして相手の追加ターンによる容赦ない猛攻が続く。
やられてるのは味方部隊だからとりあえずそれは大丈夫。
お前も容赦ないな。だが味方部隊は生き残った分がそのまま自分の部隊に加入するらしいぞ。
それならもうちょっと優しくしてあげたのに。
誰にでも優しくしてあげてください。
やばい。旧兵が全滅寸前に。
これは旧兵を守ることを前提に考えた方がいいな。全滅すると再リクルートに金がかかるし、リクルート数に制限がある部隊もいるしな。例えば光の精霊なんかが制限のあるユニットだぜ。
じゃあ光の精霊は全滅したらやばいってことね。旧兵は狙われない位置で棒よね。これしかないわ。
もう一人しか残ってないしな。
こっちの遠距離部隊はパワー不足感があるわね。
2組ともレベル1のユニットだからな。そろそろ新しい部隊が欲しくなる頃だな。
追加ターン。これなら奥の旧兵を狙えるんじゃないかしら？よし、よくもやってくれたわね。思い知らせてやるわよ。
ただのラッキーだけどな。
通路が狭くて戦力を活かしづらいわね。
とはいえ一つは NPC 部隊壁役としては少し力不足だよな。
よし、旧兵はあと1部隊だけね。
だがその旧兵の攻撃が治癒士に襲いかかる。ぐぬぬ。
でも剣士部隊で旧兵は倒せるはずよ。あと少し。 人も倒せた？クリティカルって偉大ね。
さっきから戦況が運だけで良くなってるな。
運も実力のうちよ。この前も言ったでしょ？やばい、旧兵が狙えるってことは、逆に狙われるってことじゃない。なんとか避難しないと。無理だったから攻撃するしかないわ。
まあ、奥の旧兵さえ仕留められればどうにかなるからな。
そして魔法でフィニッシュ。まあ、あとは残った部隊を処理するだけね。なのでカット。だいぶボロボロにされたわね。特に旧兵が。
治療に2400か。戦利品の7割くらいは持ってかれるな。
いやー、ノーマルって難しいわ。
You bastard.
Very well, I concede. You win.
Now then, I wish to know for whom you've been laboring so hard.
I don't know his name. It's some fop from the Gien Sallow. I lost a card game and ended up deep in debt. Like a pathetic peasant. I thought I would be okay, but my creditor is an expert at intrigue. He knew just how to press me.
Show me something that proves your connection with this mystery fop from De Guian Salon.
I have this letter. I thought it would help if his friends decided to get rid of me. I didn't even know who they were after, but I didn't have any choice in the matter. I was doomed to help them, regardless.
You must take him
借
to
金の方
Marcella.
に脅されてエリザを襲撃したってわけね。
まあ、でもこれでこいつも牢屋行きだ。こいつは6ヶ月じゃ済まないだろうがな。
よーし、ノーマルでもなんとか勝利できたところで、キリがいいのでこの辺で終わりにしますか。それじゃあ、また見てね。